Hey guys, this is dclaiche, and I did not feel my hair on my face when I shook my head. What the heck? Oh no. Yeah, I got my hair cut. I actually kind of like how it looks. What do you guys think? Leave it in a comment. What do you think of my hair? Do you like it long? Do you like it short? I don't care. I'm gonna grow it out anyways. So yeah, today I'm going to make a tutorial for you guys. Today I'm going to be teaching you how... What are you doing here? Anyways, today I'm going to be teaching you how to solve your Pyraminx. Now this puzzle actually came out before the original Rubik's Cube, which is quite interesting. And it didn't gain popularity until long after the Rubik's Cube had its heyday in the 80s. So yeah, but this puzzle is actually quite simple. Many people think, oh, it's a different shape, it's going to be so difficult. But no, it's actually quite simple. And I'm going to be teaching you a method that is algorithm-free. Yeah, I learned this algorithm from MonkeyDude1313. Link to his video right here if you want to see that, because his is probably a little bit more well explained than mine. But yeah, I'm going to be teaching you guys this method. It's going to be very simple, and so yeah, let's get to it. So the Pyraminx that I will be using is the QJ Pyraminx, and its color scheme has the colors yellow, green, red, and blue. If your Pyraminx has a different color scheme, then just try to follow along. Now, of course, the first thing I have to do is go over the component pieces. I'm not going to be going over notation since it's not very necessary for this method. Now, the first piece that I'm going to be going over is these little tip pieces that are at the very end of the Pyraminx. There are 4 of them, and they really don't have that much significance. They stay in the same spot all the time. They're just oriented differently. And you really don't even need these because they don't really add that much other than making it look completely scrambled, but yeah, they don't really do that much. Now, directly below these are the center pieces. Now, this centerpiece is actually connected to this center and this center, so these 3 are actually one piece, and they will never be separated. They will always be in this orientation. These 3 center pieces will always have this orientation, and it will always have this tip piece on the top of it. And the same goes for all the other ones. These 3 and these 3 and these 3 will always remain the same and have the same tip pieces. They cannot be rearranged. And the final pieces are these edge pieces. They have 2 colors on them, just as you would expect any edge to have, and they can occupy any of the 6 edge piece spots. So now, with all this in mind, we can go ahead and scramble the Pyraminx. And there we have the scrambled Pyraminx. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to solve the centers so they are the same color on each side. This step is very easy, so here we go. I'm going to start off with the yellow center. So here's a yellow center. Now just turn one of these sides until another yellow center pops up either here or here. And there's one. And then, so we have 2 yellow centers here. Now turn this side until another yellow center shows up. Now in this case, it doesn't happen. There will be cases where the yellow center does show up right here. But if it doesn't, then that means that it's somewhere else. So here it is. Now you cannot physically bring this centerpiece from here down to here. It's just not possible. Even if you turn it this way, it's just, you know, there is no way. And that means that the yellow centers are not meant to be assembled on this face. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring these 2 up here, and then we can turn this yellow center over here, and they are assembled. And then all you really have to do to assemble the other ones is just turn this top side until all the centers are done. Now after you're done with this, you can go ahead and realign the tip pieces so that they are solved. You could have done this at any point. You could have done it at the very end or the very beginning. It really doesn't matter. I like to do it at this point. So the first thing we're going to do is pick a side, any side. Let's do the yellow. So put the yellow so that it is on the bottom. Now what we're going to do is we're going to be putting the yellow edges into each of their spots. And look for a yellow edge. Here's one. Now take note of what the other color is. This is yellow and blue. Now since this is blue, what we're going to do is turn the top side until this blue lines up with these blue centers. Now hold it so that the blue is facing towards you. And take note of which side of the triangle this edge is on. In this case, it's on the right side. So what you're going to do if that edge is on the right side is you're going to bring the left side up, push this edge towards the right side like this, and then bring it down. And that will put the edge in its respective spot. And then just realign the centers. And then look for another one. Here is the yellow-red. It's already aligned with the red, so put that in the front. It's on the right side, so we're going to bring the left side up, push this edge towards the left side, and then bring the left side down, and then realign the centers. Now we have two edges done. We're going to look for the last one. Here it is, yellow-green. So we're going to line up the green so that it's lined up with the green centers. Hold it in the front. Now this time the edge is on the left side of the triangle, and you do the exact opposite or the mirror of what we did when it was on the right side of the triangle. What we're going to do is bring the right side up, push the edge towards the right side, and then bring the right side back down, and it'll solve it. Sometimes this might happen where in the top layer there are no more edges, but one of them is either in its correct place or flipped the wrong way, which this one is, or it's not in its correct place. Now what we're going to do in this case is just bring either side up, push the edge out of the way, and then bring it back down. Then we're going to line it up with its respective centers, green, and then place it in. And then realign the centers once you're done. Now that we've done one face, what we're going to do next is completely forget that we did this face and just go on to do another one. So let's do red. So what we're going to do is put the red on the bottom and find a red edge piece. Here's one. It's red and blue, so line it up with the blue, and it's on the left side of the triangle, so bring the right side up, push it towards the right side, and then bring the right side back down, and you have one in. Look for another one. Here it is. Red, green, so line it up with the green. It's already lined up, and it's on the right side, so bring the left side up, push it over to the left side, and then bring the left side back down, and realign the centers. Now as you can see, in my case, that solved the Pyraminx, and all I had to do was solve two sides. Now this is not always going to happen. Sometimes you will get it after solving just one face, sometimes after two, sometimes after three, and sometimes after four. But once you have done every single color at least once, the Pyraminx is guaranteed to be solved by then. It's impossible for it to not be. So basically, recap. First you solve the centers, then you put the tips the correct way, and then you just keep on solving faces until the whole thing is solved. And that's all you really need to know in order to solve your Pyraminx successfully. Haha! Well, thank you guys for watching this video, and hopefully now you can solve your Pyraminx. I hope that it was helpful to you, but if it wasn't, like I said, here's Monkey Dude 1313's video. I think he explains it a little bit better than I did, but if it helped you, and if you solved your Pyraminx because of this video, I'm happy for you, because you can solve a new puzzle and then go show it to your friends and freak them out, like, oh my gosh, I can't even do the original Rubik's Cube, and you can do the triangle one. Yeah, it's fun, trust me, I've done it before. So thank you guys for watching this video, and this is dclaiche saying goodbye.